Hello? Hello? Huh. I don't know what to say. Yes, the old bison. All right. Good morning, Michael. I'm starting a little late today. And we have a doctor's appointment at 10, so I can't do it. I'm probably going to do about an hour and a half. Hello, Neil. Good morning, everyone. So, all right. A cleaner I use is like very fumy. So I got like, feels like I'm coughing up something. But it worked. So I got mustard seeds from Tommy last night. Wasn't a lot, but it's more than I had. There are no police in the city, so I'm gonna go ahead and search my bales. Trying to find mustard. I'm sorry to hear that, Michael. Hi, Trevor. You know what it is? Like, is it just a cold or sinus? Hopefully you can get a same day appointment. Right, I do need to check on. I should have 170 mustard. I'd like to have 300. That way, in case everyone calls. Yep. In case everyone calls. Good morning, Anthony. I've got pretty much the loadout I want. I'm going to keep sugar at about 150. Salad at 100, like how I have all this. Bell pepper and onion at 100. But mustard, I need a lot of. And garlic, they usually only order 10 to 20 at a time. So I'm pretty good on that. But I know it's not in the video description, but I'm doing farm work. I'm going to put my farmer's outfit on. I don't want to do the work in the pretty black dress. Got a little bit of exhaustion going on. All right, let me make sure. I don't want the police coming out here for nothing. I also found out that it's not, it is, and it's not metagaming at the same time. But if Sierra comes out here and steals from the hay bales, the police probably won't come either. But I'm not going to do that. She has no reason to be out here. Like if somebody tells her I can, then maybe. But until then, she has no reason to be at the farm. But yep. I'm trying to get mustard, and I'm looking for ergot, mushrooms, and mustard seeds. I gave Tommy all the ergot and all the mushroom seeds. I don't need that anymore, so I'm not going to be taking that. Eventually, there will be some reason for that to be in there. Hey, Prana. I almost named my second character Pan Am, all the Cyberpunk, because that was my favorite person in the game. But then I thought, no, I'll be, I already had a second character in another server. I would do that one. I still haven't figured out my master volume buttons. I'm gonna look into that today. But I'm probably not gonna be playing as Sierra. See, there you go. I need that. I found some different bottle caps. You know what? I don't know what these do, so I'm gonna take them and see if maybe I can't sell these. I took these to the pawn shop and the guy in bed, and he didn't want either of them. But the bottle caps, I don't know. I never tried. That'd be funny if I could sell the bottle caps for like $100, because I've thrown out like 200-300 of them. Yeah, I gotta go in and set that Steam Lab spot. Maybe make it 30 messages. It has it set to like 10, or if chat gets above a certain amount of, need to do that. But I'm gonna try to start in the afternoon. Maybe doing a 1 or 2 hour every other day with Sierra when the police are on. She still hasn't went to jail. She robbed a few places last night. She almost got caught, but I think someone else took the blame. You know what? I haven't tried to sell hay either. I doubt it would, but you never know with this city. That'd be funny if hay would sell. Have some glitch where hay sells for 1,000. I don't know if that'd be a glitch or not. I would report it, of course. Because that would not be right. I used to take the hay when the cops would come. And there's these little, you can see right above the brown cow, there's 2 little boxes. Those are feed boxes. I would go bring the hay over there and drop it. And that was me feeding them. But then they're raising right now, so. Yep, I used to do all that stuff, and then they kind of told me that, well, there we go. Oh, that was a good one. That or got hand mushroom. For, mustard. I'm also thinking about going to the fishing spot. And when I find somebody fishing there, try to sell them the dragonflies and worms. Keep about 50 of each for myself. That way, if I need to fish, like sometimes I'm stupid and I buy stuff that I don't need, or I spend money I don't really have. And I end up having like $100. And then I just go fishing for like 2-3 minutes. I'm back up. I just get like whatever fish. But I need to buy 2 items, and they're both expensive items. But I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I need to buy the advanced refinery so I can make lithium plates. Honestly, I think it would be better to buy that with Sierra, because she'd actually, when we start making meth, she'll actually use them. Here, I would just sell them. Oh, Sierra got the Rumpo last night. I made the 50K. So she has a Rumpo now. The same one everyone else has. But that's the first step. She's almost broke. But I'm gonna get with someone today to see about what I need to make the kit. I got worms. Hey, I made mustard. So each mustard makes 5 mustard. That's 10. So I need 130. That would be 23. I'm not getting 23. I'll be happy to get over 200. Yes, I did talk to him, and I wish I would have known he was trying to leave. I really wish I would have known that he was trying to get on French, because I wouldn't have done it. But I did. I told him what happened with me and Harvey. He's not ruled on it yet, but his chat was nice, some of them. I went back and looked at it later. His chat was nice. A lot of them said just let her off with a warning because there was no malicious intent, and there wasn't. But I do actually want to talk to him when he's actually doing. He doesn't like doing the judge stuff. I think that's because he has so much to do with French, with that warehouse. Hello, Lee. Good morning. But so I'm gonna see what happens. I want to talk to him about how, and I'm not in the short term, but like the long term. How do I become a judge? Like, will this strike prevent me from doing it? And it's not for the fact that, like, oh, I want to be a judge. I want, no. The fact is that he's not around. And a lot of times they need bench trials. And if he has judges, oh, thank you, Lee. Thank you so much. But if they need a judge for bench trials, then I'd like to be that judge. I'd like for them to have the option. I love the little cow. It's so cute. It reminds me of the Harvest Moon cows. But I know that Rodney is probably going to become a judge. Rodney is probably going to become a judge, which I don't think he's going to like that. I think he likes the lawyering side of things. And I wish I can go into their chat, like when they're doing it. Like last night, when I was there, they were talking about me and everybody saying how bad a lawyer, how I side with the police, how a lot of people don't understand that when the cops get these people, the people admit their guilt. How am I supposed to get them off of any charges if they've already admitted to the police that they've done the crime? What am I supposed to do with that? I'm there to get them reductions, and that's what I'm trying to do. I always ask the police, what are you willing to give? And usually they'll say 5%, and I'm like, how about we go 20? That's why I usually can get 10%. We meet in the middle. A lot of people, they don't understand that I'm not there to try to prove that person innocent. I'm there because they called because they want reductions after they've admitted to the police they've done a crime. The second they go, yeah, I did it, there's nothing I can do. They're all like, she sides with the police. Well, the police have an admission of guilt. What do they want me to do with that? If I get there before they admit they're guilty, then I have something to work with. And you know what's funny? Last night, or yesterday afternoon for me, Elite got caught with his corruption. He called me and I didn't answer because until I talked to Judge Murphy, I did not want to practice the law. Just in case he said, you're going to be disbarred. So I'm going to do it now because he didn't seem at all like upset. I probably will, but I had a whole speech laid out, ready to go. And he called Rodney. And let me tell you this, I've seen from the other perspective, I saw a perspective y'all didn't see. Rodney bent over backwards for Harry. Rodney's a great lawyer and he did what he could, but he took the first offer. I had a whole thing I might have gotten. He would have went to jail. He would have went, they have a video of you selling the drugs. I don't think we can get you out of this. I never sold drugs. All right, you're talking about Elite, then yes. But no, there are ways. I don't take these. You know what? I'm going to try. Some of these things that I don't take, I'm going to try to see if I can sell them places. I don't know. But I had a whole impassioned speech to Harry. Like, I'm not going to tell you what it is because I have a feeling another officer today is going to be brought up on corruption charges, if you know what I'm talking about. Bucket is probably, supposedly, from what I've heard on Tommy, Bucket's going to turn in his law license. So right now, there's only going to be like 2 lawyers in the city. If we go to legal advice, which I'm not signed in, Tommy quit. It's me. Gianni has been here. I've never seen David. He can't practice law without somebody else. Snowy. He turns in his. Rodney will be here. I've never seen Justin on. So it'll be CJ, Rodney, me, and Gianni. Now, CJ never advertises. He's on. He never clocks on. Rodney clocks on for an hour. That's it. And Gianni, I've seen him twice since I was a lawyer. I'm the only one that's in city all the time ready to represent. But, hey, Britt, morning. But I had a whole defense lined up for Ralph. And he called and canceled it. Like, I'm talking about I might have got him less than 100 months. Like, honestly, Harry would have probably went for it because you heard what Harry said. When he said you took too long. Maka, I wasn't trying to practice law at the time. And I only answered when he called that because he kept calling and I felt, you know what, I gotta do something. But I had like a whole speech laid out for Harry. I'll tell you what it was. Well, I'm not going to tell you because I kind of, if they need one today, if someone needs one today, I'm going to use it again. But Harry even said that when he said I'm not Ari's not coming, I got Rodney. Harry even said, "Oh, you gave me an easier opponent." Because even though I do work with the police, sometimes I still try to. I've gotten so many charges thrown out that's BS. Like that charge against Riley last night, that was BS. Now, ignorance is not a defense, okay? That'd be like saying, oh, I didn't know it was metagaming to watch someone stream and do something. That doesn't work. But Tommy had a point. There was cars that had police liveries that were civilian cars. The trucks can be lifted. So Tommy deserved to win that case with all the points. I don't think Dan proved that it was aiding and abetting, because the whole thing is she wasn't there when they stole the truck, and that's what she was being charged with. So I think that was the right decision. And it shows that Judge Murphy is going to be fair. I know that, Maka. I know. Just, I didn't want to get in more trouble. Like with Tommy and Bucket being investigated, which Arya knows that. Tommy's told, Bucket's told her. I didn't want to add any, like, I thought I might be getting in trouble too, because apparently there are police that want Arya disbarred. I don't know who it is, but apparently there's 2 officers. I think I know who it is. Honestly, I think I know who it is. But apparently now there's 2 officers. One of them, I got all of his charges thrown out because he had wrongfully arrested someone. And I got them to let him go with an apology, because if they took it to the court, they wouldn't get nothing. It was a simple, like, I can't go into it, but it was something simple. He might have got $100. He spent 10 minutes in jail. That was it. In cells, not in prison. And I think he doesn't like me. I know he doesn't like me. And then I know the other officer, I'm not mentioning nothing though. Not until everything's done. Yeah, Tommy did well. He threw the objections in the right place. You know, every time Dan asked an opinion question, he was right there to get him. Tommy did a good job. And if he does, I don't know what's going to happen between the investigation. But I hope that one day, if he decides to do it, he makes another character and becomes a lawyer again. Because he was on top of it. He did a good job. But the boys are going to be needing another lawyer, I guess. Because if Bucket gives up, then... Bucket never planned on staying a lawyer, though. Who knows? Bucket might be able to beat this charge. Ralph had a good point yesterday. He referred to Bucket as Bucket, and Bucket's legal name is Cletus. Bucket can say, that's more than one person could have a nickname. Yeah, I know. I'm about to go clock on legal. I was going to search for some mustard. And then I was going to go into the city. I've talked to Harry Wolfenstein about maybe adding the law job here at the Sandy Shores one. Because the only place I can sign on is in the city. And Aria is not the city girl. I was kind of hoping the restaurants would be open. I could maybe sell some stuff. I gave a lot of stuff to Rex's, but then I went and got a bunch of food, which probably expired in my pockets. Oh no, it didn't. Ooh, good mustard. Only 1. We increase these RDM rates. I'm joking. I'm just joking. But he was interested in putting one there, and then I talked to him about putting garages at the farm. Because me and Rodney, we have a close garage. I mean, you could say that. So does this one. This one, the closest garage would be trucking, I guess. But if you go down here, Teabag, the closest garage, I guess, would be this one. That's a fair distance. And he has one right here, which is a good distance as well. And the foundries, Ralph is the only one. Like, he could use one here. Because the cities pretty much have a good... The city has, the city foundries have access to a quick garage. I need to see if the DOJ, not DOJ, I sent a business idea to the government. I want a meeting with Ryan because they asked us for new businesses. And I have a new business idea. I've went over it on chat a lot. All right, so I got 8 mustards. That's going to be 40 mustard. That'll bring me over 200. That's not bad. I can delete the oil line. Maka, if you go to your foundry, I'm saying this as myself, not as Arya. If you go to your foundry and delete all of your lines and start them up again, that might fix your issue. I had the same issue y'all are having. I deleted all my lines and then restarted all of them and it fixed everything. I can't do it. I don't have access to your machines like that at the foundry. If I could, I would have already tried it. Oh, okay. Well, there's Ralph and Bucket are telling me that that the lines aren't working. That's why they don't want coal right now, because they say they can't use the machines. I don't know, maybe they're not doing it right. Oh, that's a lie? Okay, I have more coal. Like, I have coal for y'all. Y'all just haven't asked for it. Ralph might get back involved in the foundry now. Now that he can't make money. Oh, the machine upgrades? It's not supposed to produce more, right? Like, the machine upgrade doesn't produce more product. If you upgrade your machine, like, to 5 times, it takes 5 ore instead of 1 ore. That's what the upgrades do. Okay. I was going to say, a lot of people thought that it would give you that times the amount of product. No, it just takes more in. I know you're a dev. Believe me, Maka, I have praised you on my chat so many times. All of y'all devs are doing wonderful. If you could just get my skill tree fixed, that's the only problem I'm still having. I have 5 points, yet I can't take this. It will not allow me to even try. That's the only thing I have right now. Other than that, no other problems with this city. I even found ways to clip the clothes. To make it look like I'm wearing something like my white dress is the perfect example. This dress does not have that top. If you look right here, you can see where the clip happens, but it's so seamless that you can't even really tell. And I found ways to do that. I don't care about the feet running through. That doesn't bother me at all. I am going to put on the dress that I was wearing in the picture, though. And that one also. It doesn't clip through. And that's what I'm trying to do, is find those clothes that don't have the clipping. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Did I get any new farm things? They haven't released them yet, but Havoc put out announcement on Discord that alcohol is coming. So I'm waiting. I have everything. I don't think you're gonna need meat for alcohol. So I sold all my meat machines. I am strictly agricultural now. Rodney and I have teamed up in case one of the diners needs... I like how it looks like I'm floating. You can't see the board. I've skated through Legion. They're like, is that a witch? In the black dress. But I've teamed up with Rodney. And if people need any meat products, I'm gonna buy them from his farm. That way he gets the money and then I get reimbursed for them. Because we're both the grapeseed farms. You need a farming license? to buy the machines. Well, you're leasing the machines. Everything is lease. None of it is buying. You're leasing the land, you're leasing the machines, you're leasing other people's farms to go collect product. But right now they're doing they're and the alcohol, I think if Maka's still here, he might be able to tell us. Will the alcohol have different effects like the drugs will? I don't know. I think that's kind of what they hinted at. Maka, you need to give me in stream or somehow in the city, you need to tell me where bananas are because I want to make banana liquor and give one to Lauren without telling her what it is. You want content? I'm giving you content. I want to make coffee liquor and then give it to Echo, but don't tell her it's liquor. Just tell her it's a new coffee. That way y'all have to contend with her drunk when she doesn't know she's getting drunk. I've already talked to Lolly about this. She's down. She's like, that's, you know, she'd be down for that. All right. Like, see, I haven't went on duty since that issue I had with Harvey because I wanted to talk to the judge about it beforehand. But now I talked to the judge. He did. Oh, damn, is that a player or is that a local? He was flying through here. That's a local. Yeah, I know. Well, no, they're not in the city. Bananas aren't in the city. That's what I'm saying. I know I can ask you that because they haven't been put in yet. Yeah, I know. That's what I want. Yeah, it looks like I'm gliding. Yep. I need to go to the city mega mall as well and see if they have oil and batteries. Oh, Maka, if you're still in here. Oh, he's out. Okay. Yeah, I know. You've talked about it. How was Neo? Is it as good as the first one? I played the first one. That's who I asked, by the way, Maka. I asked Havoc, and he let me know that. I asked him about sunflowers. He's like, I don't know if that's a thing. And then 2 days later, they were added in the city. So, but how is Neo? I played the first one. I never played the second one. I will admit. I saw you streaming it the other day. All right, I gotta go see. Everybody's complaining that there's no oils in the mini mall. There's no oils or battery cells. That's because I'm buying them. I'm buying them the second they become available. Because I have the need for a mining. If I buy that advanced drill, I'm gonna need the batteries. It's an open world. Ooh. I used to like the Dynasty Warriors franchise, and then they did their first open world, and it was just bad. So I'm hoping that it's not bad good. But I remember that. The Dynasty Warriors 8, I was so disappointed. Nope, none. Oh, see, this I don't need. I can just use the one in the city. I think this is only used for, like, jewelry. Because that's all that's on it. Everything that's on this that I could use is on the regular one. And it takes oil, not battery cells. But this, I don't know if there's one available in the city. I've never seen a public one. So I'm going to have to buy that if I want it. They have a public one of those at the foundry. But I've never seen a public advance bench. So I'm probably going to have to buy that one. All right, so there's no cops on, so logging into legal really isn't like, you know, a big thing. If there's no cops on, I might get a couple of questions. People have called me that even when I'm not on legal services. They call to ask questions. But yeah, I was gonna do Sierra today as well, but I'm glad I didn't. There's no cops on kinda means there's no reason to be. Alright, I do need to go to Roxwood. Yep, if I don't, Being that there's no cops on, I also could have drove. Because they don't have to worry about red lights or anything like that. I want to see how this looks in the black dress. I'm just showing everyone my underwear. Oh, I do kinda, he can't tell me though. I have this. I don't know where I got these from, and I don't know if I'm supposed to have them. I picked them up off the floor in the courtroom because I was trying to keep the courtroom clean as a show of respect. Plus, you get all kind of fun items. But I have those items. If I can just have them, if they're like a store robbery item, because I don't do store robberies, then I already have an idea for them. But I don't know if it's like a content thing for fun, or, you know, I don't want to get in trouble for having something I'm not supposed to have. You know, because I mean, I remember there was an event one time where they gave guns. And at the end of the event, you had to turn your gun in. And someone didn't, and they got in big trouble. And I don't want to get in big trouble. It was a gag item. You want me to drop it or can I keep it? That's what I'm asking. Is it like, I don't want to get in trouble for having it, so I'll just drop it in somewhere and no one will ever find it and just let it disappear. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going to the pawn shop. Why am I going this way? I doubt I can sell the stuff I got. But, you never know. Like, he might buy stuff. Okay, thank you. You can't sniff them. I gave them to somebody to try that because I wanted to show him what I got. And I gave it to him. He's like, oh, you can't sniff them. I'm like, you nasty mother. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till I'm in cells with someone like Dan, Fox, or Harry, or not Bailey. And I'm going to give them an item. And then when they get it back, I'm gonna start acting all indignant like they gave me a pair of panties, and then I can drop them on the floor for all the other cops to see. Maybe get all the charges dropped. I'm joking with that. I was kind of hoping I need to talk to Yvette. I haven't seen. Oh, are they open? Is somebody there? That might be a local car. But I need to talk to Yvette. She's never in city anymore. This little button is so hard to get. You have to like really be on top of it. But that's every single phone I've ever seen in every city is like that, so it's not a problem. Oh, okay. I've never, even on my other character, I've never done a house robbery yet. You know the doors are unlocked, right? Like, you don't even have to lockpick it. You just walk into two of them. I'm not going to do that because that is, you know, I guess that'd be power gaming because they're supposed to be locked. I've reported both of them. And they're both in Roxwood, too. Yeah, I doubt the pawn shop's gonna buy bottle caps or hay but you never know. Like, there's some things that I don't think would sell that have actually sold. And I was like, huh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have fun. I'm trying to think of new things to do. And it's depending on the criminal. Because if it's like, you know, I wouldn't do it for Draco. Actually, if it's Draco, I refuse to be his lawyer. He's the only one now that I refuse to be his lawyer. He's on my blacklist. You know, you wanna be a jerk to me and then expect me to help you? It's not gonna happen. But everyone else, I'm fine with. I'm parking in a red zone. I do like what they did with Roxwood. Okay, I'm not gonna have anything to sell to him. Oh, I can sell the nails? I can sell the nails to him? Holy, I'm gonna start collecting those. I get hundreds of those. Not really, but I could. But I didn't think the hay or the bottle caps would sell, and I doubt they're gonna sell to the vet prison. I really doubt that. There's gotta be a use for them, though. The bottle caps I don't understand, but no. There might be a use for them later. I might need them to cap off alcohol bottles. You know? You might need a bottle and a cap, plus the alcohol mixture to make, my liquor. So, little more crafting stuff. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm not trying to get in any. I'm not trying to bring any heat on anyone. I'm not trying to cause a problem for the devs. I'm not trying to cause any problems for admins. Okay, so the nails sell. I've thrown so many nails away. I thought they'd be using the nail gun, but I don't think that might only be used in prison. It is a prison crafting thing. So I gave up on trying to get prison crafting on Aria, because I don't plan on Aria ever going to prison. I do need to know about those tomatoes, though. That is something I'm still very interested in. And I'm going to ask Leroy, because Leroy actually hired me as his lawyer. So I'm going to ask Leroy the next time he goes to jail, try to smuggle a tomato out. I don't know if the scanner will take it from him, but if it doesn't, then I'll pay him to get me tomatoes out of prison. It's illegal, but as long as the police don't know, then there's nothing to worry about. But by that time, they'll probably have added tomatoes in the city. I think that's coming because a lot of the restaurants are complaining to me and to Rodney that they need tomatoes, and that, it's $30 a pop for a tomato, and they need 10 of them, so it's $300 a piece to make 10 ketchup. When we sell them for $15 if we can get them. I can sell the nail. That's interesting to know, so I'll start keeping the nails. I get a lot of them, but depending on how many hay bales I suppose. And because I'm dumb but thorough. Do I have? Yeah, I have lockpicks. Let me put this stuff up though. No, not that. This, and this, and this. Yep. Yep. All right, I am gonna go actually check the bet thing since there's no count. Yes, I'm from the South. Southern United States. Scanner, it doesn't take all things though. I've seen, like yesterday, Ralph went through the scanner. Contraband stuff. And if it does take it, then it does take it. I can wait for tomatoes to be put in. I have no problems. I just want to know. Like, I'm curious. If you've been with me since the beginning, every day I'm trying to find new things. Because yeah, if I can get, let's see. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. 40 items. I'd ask him to get 200, because that would fill up 20 rows. Because he's got to have stuff for his pocket, right? If he can get them through. Because I don't know what would happen if, let me take my city car. Good morning, Kosh. I don't know what would happen if, I don't know what would happen if somebody got out of jail with their pockets full. What would happen to the items they're trying to give them back, like that were taken from them? I don't know what would happen if that ever happened. Would they lose the items that they're getting back, their original stuff, because they wouldn't have room? Would it drop on the floor, or would it just evaporate? It's probably an issue that hasn't come up, but it's something I thought about. I don't have anything in here I can sell, do I? No, I need to get that last plushie. to HTK, though, there's 31 in the city, even though it said there's only 30 on the packaging. I don't know if he's being truthful or not. He might just keep people trying to buy them. Because I know me and Natalie and Eduardo stopped buying them. When we got 29 and no one could find them, we just all stopped buying them. Yeah, okay, so I can't do anything with the bottle caps of the hay. That's good to know, though. Knowing is half the battle, and now everyone who watches this in the morning will know, and when they come into the city, they'll know. And I know they do that because I found the mushroom rings one day, and I started searching them. I went back to my farm, and then I went right back to them, and there's somebody there picking them who just happened to magically find them. Sure, I did it on stream, and he just magically happened to automatically know exactly which hilltop they were on. But it happens. Yeah, it happens. Everyone has, I don't know if everyone's done it at one point. I try not to. Yep, I try when I'm streaming. I don't watch other people's streams. The only time, Maka, I know I'm not supposed to, but the only time I'll watch someone else's stream is if I'm mining or if I know, if like I'm in the Arctic, I know I'm not going to interact with anyone, so I'll put them on in the background. But for the most part, I just watch Paramount Plus. Every now and then, if I know I'm not going to be interacting with someone, I might turn on their stream. If it's a smaller streamer, just to help. Like I've watched, whenever I'm not in city, I watch Brit to help her. She got monetized yesterday, so she got her watch hours. But most of the time, I'll just put on Paramount Plus and just when I'm mining or when I'm farming. There's nothing else to do. I don't want to be metagaming. All right. I don't think I have anything yet. I'm gonna keep these. I know I'm gonna need them for something. Something's gonna come up where I need them. Did I take anything out of here? No. Okay, I got the salt. I probably dropped the salt. I've already tried sell. If I could sell these to someone, good lord, I am ready to go. I need 5 more rubber. I'll have 100. The rubber is used in making the bottles, but I don't know if like. I'll show you what I mean, and it's weird. For some reason, someone broke. Everyone knows that someone broke into my locked hotel room and took all my stuff, but now they're telling me that there's nothing they can do. Which, after a few days, I was fine with it. There was one item in there that I would have wanted back. Other than that, most of it I can get again. Not gonna be an issue. I just don't like that someone broke into a locked hotel room and they were like, well, you know, it happens. Oh, Maka, 100%. I could do that with my crime character, but I've made mention that I'm not gonna do anything like that. They were like, yesterday I found something. They're like, oh, talk to Maka. And I'm like, I don't know Maka with this character. We've never met. I'm not just going to walk up to him and start talking to him like I know him. But I know they've done it to me too. Since I've started streaming. I had someone new to the city walk up and talk to me like they knew me. And I'm like, you know, I was nice and I was like, yeah, I talked to him back. But what was I coming here for? Oh, yeah. I remember now. Good morning, Almighty Fuego. Welcome. All right. This is where I get confused when I first bought the farm. So one of the first things I bought was the water pump station to get the full water crates, which are not here. They're in the back of my truck. Then I bought the bottle machine because that's water bottles. And I thought, okay, I could make bulk bottled water and I could sell that to the mega malls. You know, instead of them having to go pick it up and pay an import fee, they could buy it from me. Apparently, these are glass wine bottles, not plastic bottles that take rubber to make. Of all things, I thought it'd be glass, but rubber. So I bought this machine, made the bottles, couldn't do anything with them, and they got stolen, but I had like 50. But this does not make plastic water bottles. It makes glass wine bottles. So it's a little confusing for someone who wants to buy that. Plus, there is nothing in the city right now that takes butter. I've asked every restaurant, if there's nothing in the city that takes butter, and that's an expensive machine. I was hoping for something that would take butter, but if I had gotten the little business proposal, I know why they didn't believe me. Everybody's trying to propose a restaurant, but they only had 3. They only had 3 in 1.82. But I would have been using a lot of butter. I would have been putting my farms to work. Yeah, it happens, Lee. It happens a lot. It works like that, Kosh. Like you can. But after a while, just like I said, talk to everyone though. If you see some people sitting at Legion that you don't know, go talk to them. You know, go say hi. You never know where that's going to lead. Go with the flow. You know, let the RP happen. Don't try to force it. Let it happen. And eventually, like, I know pretty much everyone in the city now. Just by walking up, hello, hi, how are you doing? Do you need any help with anything? You know, just do it. And eventually you won't have to worry about who you know. I don't know if they're in the city or not. I don't think it was one of them 3. They did a lot of weird stuff, but I don't think that is something they would have done. I don't know. Just Eddie and me, we've already given up. It's already been Eddie no longer rents it, and I haven't been there since it happened. I stored maybe one item in there because I needed the weight, but then I went to the trucks and figured it out and took it out. But yeah, if they can get past the auto locks, then there's no point in having anything. I'm just gonna put it in my trucks then. And I talked to an admin, or I don't know who, I just, faceless person. They said that they can't replicate it, and that they don't know about it, yet 4 other people have told me it's happened to them at that same hotel. So I'm just not going to rent from that. I'm not going to rent anything. I don't need to rent anything. I have enough space in my truck. Yep, that's how you do it. You talk to people, and if they talk to you back, then you make friends. You know, don't expect the people you watch every day to like drop what they're doing to talk to you. That's a misconception a lot of people have. You know, you got to make it natural. If you make it organic, they will talk to you. But if you just walk up to them and go, hi, I want to join your gang, then they're going to be like, yeah, right, and leave. Let it happen. Let it just happen naturally. All right, I don't need this. I used to say I could feed this to my pigs. I used to keep the waste organics and tell them I was feeding it to my pigs because they eat pretty much everything. I don't need these anymore. I have like 100 of these now, the lockpicks, that I can't even use. You can only use them in prison right now. But I have them. I thought about going in there and throwing them over the fence just to see. But, just randomly. Like don't wait till someone's in there. Just go to the prison and throw them over the fence and just whoever finds them, hey, happy days. You got a crap ton of lockpicks. I mean, it develops. Like it's like anything you practice, you get better with over time. Right now, there are areas of my RP that really need work. And I'm trying to focus on that. Like my lawyering, I could be doing better as a lawyer. I've never RP'd as a lawyer. I've never done it. I've RP'd as a governor. I've RP'd as a policeman or policewoman. They were just called policeman because that's what the outfits were called. I did 5 MRP as a medic in another city, but you can't take experiences from other cities into this one. It's like I was talking with Wade the other day. Wade's playing in a city I used to play in, and it's a public server. You can go in there and practice RP, but it is 100% different from this city. It is not. The cities are night and day. I did Fallout RP for 5 years. Me and my friends have been playing 76 since pretty much, not when it came out, but maybe a year after it came out. We built up bases near us and made a town with a trading post. And we found other people who wanted to RP it. And they would join the servers and we'd all work as like a trading hub. And that's where I got a lot of the RP from. I was the governor of the town for an entire year, real life year. That's not hard running that. This economy would be a lot worse. But a Fallout console, by the way, PS5 Fallout RP, so it wasn't like something like this. You had to work with whatever we could work with there. But, oh, yeah, I know what I was going to do. But yeah, but I've tried. It was 4 people. We were a council with 1 governor, and the governor was elected. The council was not. The council was appointed. And I was on the council until the last 3 months when we decided we were all kind of going our separate ways because it was just kind of getting burnt out. And we decide on rules for our settlement. We had the settlement attacks we had turned up. Because we had so many in close proximity, we'd get attacked a lot. So we'd have a militia. The NPCs we invited would, we'd give them guns and stuff. Probably. I mean, if you have, like, say I went into another city, say someone I knew was like, I'm going to open a city. I want your help. Okay. That's a trucker. That's a trucker. Where is he trying to go? I'm interested now. I'm invested in this. Where is he going? No, and you can do it. You can do it. I feel like Rob Schneider, you can do it. Is there a general thing that is same to every art? Well, there you go. You made it.
I'm the fucking best driver in the city.
I don't know. I just watched you fail trying to get up this hill.
I didn't fail.
Yeah, you didn't make it up.
No, I used it to turn around.
Ah, okay.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Let me know. I will show you the best driver in the city because, like, these loads get really difficult, and and where do I have your message? Hang on.
I can show you the best fisher in the city, but I'm not that anymore. Snowy is sweating Matt hard.
Oh, really? I mean, that's what he does.
Yeah, that really is all he does. Well, I got a message with a period. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow, you're all the way up at the top of the hill, aren't you?
Yeah, those deliveries will take you anywhere, dude.
Wow. But, yeah, no, I'm the best miner in the city.
Oh, really?
Yep, I've got the most ore out of everyone.
The most ore?
Ore. O-R-E.
Oh. Okay, what you been doing with it?
I sell it, but I wrote a book.
You wrote a book?
Yeah, pull your phone out. I'll send you my book.
Book I'm buying.
No phones nearby. Okay, there we go.
Oh, no.
There you go. Now look in your notes when you accept that.
Mining for dummies. Wait, where the fuck is... Hang on. Why is... Wait, do notes save?
They should.
I'm missing
Open it up.
notes. What the fuck?
Open it up and then close it.
I
Like
got
go
it.
back on the notes. But yep. See my book?
I mean, it's not much of a book, but
I mean, do you have all these locations?
you're missing one at Zancuda.
Where? What is it?
Silver.
Oh, no, I know that one. No one's looking for silver. There's easier places to get silver, by the way. The Mount Chiliad one is the easiest by far. There's like 9 nodes there.
Quartz. What the fuck is quartz used for?
Yep. See, you didn't even know. See?
No, I don't mind anything but coal, so.
Yep. See, but I find everything. I'm looking for uranium and titanium. That's the
I'm guessing
only 2 I'm missing.
Yeah.
I'm figuring you might need something stronger than a pickaxe to get those.
See, I'm thinking there's something else that we can't get because we haven't got what we need. What the?
What?
Did your dress turn black from the cold or something?
No, it's a black dress. I have more than one dress. I have 3. I have 4 dresses.
Daniel Phillips selling all that.
I had a leather dress.
Wire. No.
If they're into that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
You know, Harry K really likes this one. I don't know why.
He would. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yep. And then Bob's favorite is this one.
Yeah, yeah, that would, yeah, he likes his green. Yeah, he definitely likes that.
Yeah, but you just have to be able to have new ideas to make clothing.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
And then Bob really likes this one as well.
Yeah, he likes less of everything, so except money.
Yeah, well,
He
I
likes
mean,
lots of that.
if I wear these dresses, he usually gives me more money. I don't even know what this is. Oh, yep, here we go. See, y'all don't have style like this.
I don't need
Y'all wear
style,
the
man.
same.
All my money goes on, you know, what I need.
I understand that, but you wear the same clothes every day, and y'all are some stinky people.
What do you mean? I have different clothes. Want to see?
Yeah, I know you always wear the same things though. I gotta do it.
Okay, ready? Here's my work outfit.
It looks the same. Up. All right, I do
See?
actually.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you a little
okay.
help. I'm gonna
And
give
then
you
here's
this.
my here's one that I use for hiding, which is really good. You know,
Oh, you can get in trouble with that one.
only if they find me.
I'm not sure what some of these outfits are. Oh, there we go. There you go. There we go. If I hide my hair, this one's really fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but here I think now talking with you, you need this more than I do. Either that or you need to wear a mask. I'm just trying to help you.
What I think of that.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to help. Oral hygiene is something, you know, not a lot of people practice it.
I brush my teeth with coal.
That, you know, that actually, no, just charcoal, it would work. That would be a very good brush. But regular coal will make you stain your teeth.
That's fine.
Ah, okay. Well, if you want your breath to smell like that, that's fine.
That's fine. It's fine.
I'm gonna put
All
a
right.
window
Well,
between us, though.
fuck you.
Hey, you know what? You're damn right. I'm gonna go get it. That is a joke that keeps on giving. Like, and the sad part is I give them that so that they could do it to someone else, and they don't. It's an easy little prank that he could go do on his friends, but they don't. Like, I've given it to
Oh, shit!
number one driver,
Strike!
but I've given him to Bucket. Is he running out of gas, or he's trying to hit me again? Okay. But I'd give him to Bucket, and he has the same reaction when he could go give them away to other people. Like, he could do the exact same thing. I'm gonna do it. I can't do it to Ralph because Ralph wears the bag over his head. So I wouldn't be able to smell his breath. Same thing with Maka. I can't do it to Maka because he wears a mask. I can only imagine the smell of that mask on the inside. I don't want to. That's like nightmare fuel. Okay, so I don't want to buy this. I do want to buy this, and this. I don't think I'm gonna need this, but it takes oil, but I can't make as much. So I don't know if I should buy both, but I definitely don't need this. But this and this is a guarantee. But this is where I need, I don't know, the battery cells versus the oil. That's the issue. Oil is easy to make. You just buy one of these, go steal the oil from the rig, get a piece of coal, which makes no sense if you think about it. You need coal to make oil, but you need oil to make coal. So there's no way to like start your journey because you can't make coal without the oil and you can't make the oil without the coal. So you have to find someone selling you a piece of coal, not ore, but a piece of coal. And actually, it might be, no, it's not 10. I think it's 1. Yeah, chicken and egg, yep. Like, I get it though, you would need coal. I get it. I get why they did it that way. And you know what? I approve of them doing it that way because then you have to interact with people. You can't just like be a whining expert on your own. And I agree with that. All interactions, I'm not going to say all of them are good, but most of them, try to keep it positive, try to keep it upbeat. I'm waiting. I was gonna be, if y'all have ever watched Joey's streams, there was one in particular where I was, fighting with someone, like insults. I'm not gonna do that with Ari. I'm gonna do that with Sierra. She's gonna be like, don't ever get into an insult match with her. She will make you cry. All right, so I know Ryan and I know Bob. Bob, I'm trying to call. I need to call Bob. I haven't been to his restaurant. I know he needs stuff. They only have one ice cream. I'm buying it. It's mine. I bought the last ice cream. Haria needs her ice cream. We all know this. See, it's a lot cheaper to buy it here than it is to buy it at the store. But I need the furnace, advanced refinery, and the drill. I'm not sure. So you might be getting told off for what you said to the judge. I might. If I do, I deserve it though. What I did, I was under the assumption that what the criminal told me was right. He lied to me. I know why he did it. He explained why he did it to both of us. But so I was under the assumption that he had told Harvey something he hadn't. So technically I did wrong. So whatever Judge Murphy has, I deserve it. I'm not gonna fight it. But I think you'll see last night if you were watching any of it, Haddock is being very fair. Like he could have been a corrupt judge and been like, the police win. But no, Haddock's doing a damn good job doing the Judge Murphy. I need to repair this. Ooh, my body health is almost gone. Yeah, like if you look, I have $400 in cash and like what, 2,000? Yeah, 2,000. That's all the money I have. All my money I keep in my farm is not to be touched. There is a purpose for it. When the new stuff comes out, I want to be able to grab it instantly. I'm not going to want to have to wait for it or go do stuff. No, no. See, I'm talking about y'all saw him as a judge, right? I've had dealings with him, like I don't stream and he doesn't stream, but I've had dealings where I've needed to talk with him, and he's been very fair. Like when I did my lawyer interview, honestly, I didn't think they'd make me a lawyer. I thought they were just going to be like, why? But no, I answered the questions right. He told me to go ahead, and I've done it since, and I've tried to be a good lawyer. I'm still learning my way. I'm not Rodney. Everybody expects the lawyers to be Rodney. You know, Rodney's been RPing a lawyer for a long time. The police know Rodney. I will say that is a good way to get to know the police, is by becoming a lawyer, because you have to interact with them. Like in 1.8, I knew all the medics because I interacted with the medics a lot, but I didn't really have a reason to interact with officers. So I didn't really interact with many officers. I didn't know many of them. But now I know more officers than I do medics. I can't wait, Britt, if you're still in here. The next time you have to help Sierra, I already have the next confusing thing I'm going to do. I already know exactly what I'm going to do. Every single time I meet Britt on her EMS as Sierra, it's going to be memorable. You know, I was in the city, I saw Joey and Haley, and I came up to Alien. Yeah, I can believe that, Hassan. I can 100% believe. How many lawyers? A lot of people are applying, but they kind of held off. Like I said, I'm surprised that I got it. But this is how many lawyers there are. Well, Tommy handed his in last night, so he's not on this list. There's me, Gianni, David, who I've never seen him. I've never seen him on duty. That's Snowy. Snowy can only practice law if Rodney or CJ are there as well. Cletus Hicks is Bucket, who we don't know, and then Justin Winston, who we know, I've never seen him on duty. Harry is a lawyer too now, but his name hasn't been added to the list. But yeah, and I'm the only one available. So if anybody has any law questions. But so we lost Tommy. We're probably losing Bucket. And CJ does not advertise. You'll never see his name in green, like how see mine is. Whenever he's in the city, people know him and Rodney. Rodney will, but CJ does not log in or log off. But so that's how many there are. Take Tommy off this list, and this is how many lawyers there are. And add Harry. Take Tommy. Harry's only going to be a lawyer for the PD, though. He's not going to be a lawyer for everyone, because he can't represent criminals in cells. It's a conflict of interest. So like any officer that becomes a lawyer, it's going to be a conflict. I could be investigated. Any lawyer can. Any person in the city can. They have an investigation going on a cop right now. Like a non-corrupt on-purpose cop. But I mean, it happens. People make mistakes. I didn't want to make that mistake. I did. And I'm taking responsibility for it, though. And that's the important thing. If you make a mistake in a red line, if they ever need to like pull you in to talk to you, if you know what you did, just admit it. It's better for you. Like the day I went fishing in Roxwood, I didn't realize I cast the line, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm in Roxwood. And I stopped, but they still pulled me in, and he asked me, did you know what you did wrong? And I said, yes, I did. And I admitted to it, and I accepted responsibility. I didn't try to be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. No, I was like, I did it. Just, and I don't do it again. Learn from your mistakes. After a while, they're not going to care. And after a while, I thought that car was driving backwards. Yeah. How it looked, I thought it was driving backwards. After a while, they're not going to I don't know if you'll lose any warnings or something, like there's a period for it. But if you don't do it again and show them that you're not, they're pretty lenient. I need water. I need to go buy some water. I bought ice cream and didn't eat it, didn't I? No, I did eat it. Okay. Yeah, I need water then. Oh, and another thing, if you get into RP, don't let your character die on purpose. Like, oh, I'm in Roxwood Hills. I have like 9 water, so I'll just wait. I don't want to be, or if you're like, the best part, if you're like out on the Arctic and your boat disappears, well, then yes, you're going to have to try to swim away. Something's going to happen. But if you're like out here in the mountains, not close to a garage, and you're just like, okay, well, I'm at like 10 water. I'll just wait until I lose all my water and then I'll respawn at the hospital. That's not a good look. It's called no value of life. There have been times where I've been at 1% water in the middle of nowhere, in the redwoods. And I've gotten in my car and quickly drove to the gas station that's right here to try to get some. They didn't have it, so I had to drive to this one. And at the time, I did not make it. I think I passed out right around this area. But still, I tried. If they were like, no value of life, no, they were rushing. They went to this one that didn't sell anything. This one does sell stuff now. I will admit. This one does, and this one does, and this one didn't. When I got off the boat, I couldn't use this store, but now it does. Oh, look, there's a house for sale. I was going to say, is that Ralph's house? I was going to say, Mike, I'm coming for your berries, but I think they've already moved everything out of that house anyway. I'm gonna go see. I don't have the money to rent it. I think it's like 45 or 5,000 a day. I don't have that kind of money, but if you go look through the windows and somebody has something there, I still don't understand why you can't pick up each time this red line map comes up. I keep finding this to explore. Yeah, exactly. That's why I spend most of my time in the edition. Because I feel like there's stuff up here that people still haven't found yet. I'll tell you this though, if you're looking for a getaway vehicle, man, I found the place. I have found the place to get a getaway vehicle. And I'm going to show y'all because people might not metagame this. I'm actually going to go talk to when the mechanic shop is open today in the city. I'm going to bring Sierra up there and talk about getting her a job. I have a feeling there's a lot of people wanting that job though. Like there's a lot of people wanting jobs right now. Bob would probably hire, I don't know. I might, if the mechanic shop doesn't work out, I might go talk to Bob. But yeah, getting a job, Arya has a job. She's a farmer and she's a lawyer. Neither one pay very well at the moment, but she makes a living. I mean, technically, if I'd have just been mining coal for 5 or 6 hours a day, every day, I'd probably have more money than Ralph does. Because every 100 coal is 10K, or yeah, no, something like that. Every 100 coal is like something, but I want to say it's 50K for every 100. I think they pay 50 a piece. Yeah, so it's 50K for every 100. I don't know. It's not, I don't know. Somebody do the math. If they're buying 100 coal at $50 each, how much is that? I'm not good with math this morning. Usually I'm pretty good with math. Is it 5,000? No. Might be 5,000. Yeah, I think it's 5,000. They do have gas stations in Roxwood. They have a bunch of gas stations in Roxwood. Oh, to buy. Okay, to buy. Okay, I got you now. It hit me right in the. They might have them. You're right though. I don't think there is there an ownable garage. I don't think there is an ownable garage in an ownable gas station in Roxwood. All right, so see, it's this house right here on the corner. What I do is I look through the windows, and if I see something, then I might be interested in trying to acquire it. But right now, I don't see anything, so I doubt whoever was in here has probably already moved out. Oh, it's unlocked. Is this the house, though? Yeah, this is the house. So it's probably, yeah, they probably cleaned everything out of here. Oh, oh, wait a minute. Where's locked? That's a good sign and it's a bad sign because if there's nothing down there, then there's not really. Because I know a lot of people have been buying these just to have them. Like they're not using them. They're just buying them so other people can't have them. And as long as they can pay the bill, nobody's gonna care. Yeah, see, so the locked basement is intriguing, but is there actually anything down there? Is there anything in this room? Nope. All right. The Harry Potter room. Yeah, see, so the basement's locked. So there might be something down there, but I doubt it. How much is it? Yeah, see, I don't have that. If I had it to spend, I might have got it. I might have. Their garage is locked as well, isn't it? I don't know. Let's go see. Yeah. Yeah, I might have got it just one day, but it'll be gone. If I sat up here and didn't move, no one would come get it. But I'm going to leave and somebody's going to come up here and grab it. It's actually not a bad one, too, because it's right at the entrance. Like right there. You just pull up and you're here. I wonder if these people locked their garage. They had people who decorated their garage, and it looked nice, too. It looked like a hangout garage. I liked how it looked. They just got car parts out front. I do actually need to rent somewhere because I need to learn like decorations. Because eventually I want to buy a house. And I need to know how I'm gonna decorate it and which decorations. I really enjoyed decorating my warehouse and my house in 1.8. I had a lot of fun with that. All right, but if you come up here, it's a bit of a trek and it might not be worth it if you're trying to, it's only worth it if you're trying to do crime up here. But it's a bit of a trek. There's a lot of good cars in that parking lot too, most of the time. But they have a dealership up here. And they have all the fast cars. Like when I've seen when I'm not in the city, I'll watch other people's streams. And I know the cars that they're stealing off the street because, the fast cars are no longer the fast cars. But they have a dealership up here that has all the cars that do like 150 and 130, like instantly. I should have went the other way. That's a house. Imagine buying that house. That house is probably going to cost like $2 million. Maybe even more. The only problem with having the houses up here is it is a trek to get to them. I will say that, but they're nice houses. You still feel like I did yesterday? Oh, okay. Let's see. Where am I going? Okay, over here, over here. I was about to say, where am I? I know this area. Is this the one with the? Yeah, so you can hide in here. If you have a little car, you just go through the gate and go down by the garage, and they drive past. They're not going to see a car. That's another little hidey spot. Okay, off-road time. Ooh, I just missed that hill. My tire just missed it. I will not be able to make it through there. I know everybody's like, go through there. No, I won't be able to make it. I probably won't be able to make it through that one either. But I have a feeling this one is, yeah, I should be able to make this. There we go. Like, see, these houses wouldn't be bad. I don't see these houses costing a lot. Let's see, where is this dealership at? I want to say it's right there. Yep. Watch, there's going to be no cars now because I said it. Oh no, look, see? All the good cars spawn right here. Like all these cars. Go fast. Like those are the cars that do like 130 that people are sweating in. Just stealing cars. And I mean, every time I come here, they're here. But as everyone knows, oh, good morning, Ray. I didn't see you slipping. As everyone knows, the only house I'm interested in buying is this one. I just like how it looks. I like the farmland next to it. It's quaint. The little farm townhouse. And Sierra might try to buy the old house I had in 1.8. She might try to get that one. It's right next to the water park. So you should be able to steal chlorine here. There should be a use for chlorine in like a drug or something. You should have to steal it from the water park. It makes sense. All right, let's see. There are no officers on. If they ever do introduce new restaurants, I might try to get this one. I might. This is where they should have put Echoes. If they ever get Echo one, I mean, it's a donut shop. It's a coffee and donut shop. It's already pre-built. All they would have to do is add the points like the stove and all that here. And usually it's full of customers. I told Snowy that if when spray paint is introduced, go spray paint Glizzy on his hot dog on the dinosaur outside and then send a picture to Bob. That would have him just mad as can be. Oh, I needed to see something about here too. I think I did it yesterday, but I'm not sure who's screening. Oh, you can rob the clothing store registers. Okay, I didn't know that. There's 3 registers in there. I didn't know you could do that. Smart cars. I wanted a smart card one time. When gas was like $6 a gallon. I was like, man, I wish I had a smart car. Like I said, we're just looking for anything else. I've been in there. I've been in these trailers. That would be a nice place to own. Do a little something over there with that. Like make it a warehouse type deal. Get like a small warehouse interior and just have the lighthouse. I don't know, that might be a medium warehouse interior. Maybe. There's that police boat. Nobody would know you were here, that's for sure. They'd have to actually see a car over here. And if you have a garage. Because I know, oh, I can't remember his name. He doesn't even stream in Redline anymore. I don't remember his name. Oh, I'll have to look it up later. But I'll probably do this and y'all will probably tell me who it is. He was an officer and a criminal on his streams, but he had a warehouse right here at the nice little resort. Right there in the corner, I'm headed straight to it. He had this as a warehouse. I can't remember his name, though. It's been a while since I've seen him. No, I was about to say I could go get ammonia, but Arya doesn't get ammonia. Good. There's no boats, still no boats are spawning at any of the marinas. I don't know if that was on purpose or... You can't buy Franklin's. The auntie's house is what it's called. It has its own interior. The doors unlock. You can't buy Franklin's house because it's a house robbery now that he pops up in. If they try to rob it, he's there. I'm a ninja in the morning. Yeah. Don't doubt that. Like, I've been all over here looking for stuff. That would be interesting. Somebody might be doing that. I know they have other cities that they've turned KO. Like, they turned KO into, like, a fully functioning city. I think it was a custom map that the person who owned that server was making. Kind of like the Fallout London. Like, he took it upon himself and just straight up went and made it. But you driving around looking for anything of interest. Oh, bunny rabbits. Whoops, okay. Ah. I know you're probably still not in here, Maka, but if you are, let me have a bunny rabbit as a pet. I'd put it on my shoulder. You know how many outfits I would make if I could do that? I would start making all kind of different outfits. Where am I going? The tunnel's right there. Okay. Trying to get to the tunnel. Sorry, people. Not trying to run you over. Just trying to get by. Oh, no, rabbit. Look at the whole rabbit field. Oh, you know what? I was on the right road. That road would have took me to the tunnel. Oh. Harry wear a judge on his shoulder. Oh, yeah. Angel. And they had little ones. They had in another server I played in, which probably had the best clothing I've ever seen. Like, they spent a lot of time on clothing, and it had some amazing clothing. They had that as a shoulder pet. They had an angel and a demon on each shoulder. I like the clothes in Redline, but they are a little limited in the female side. Because most everything is just like white, black, red, or gray. Not complaining, you know. I wish I could make the Halloween costume I made in another city. I still need to figure out a way to show y'all that. I'm just gonna have to make it a thumbnail one day of like a little video or something. Just make it the thumbnail so y'all can see it. It's creepy. Let me put it that way. It was very spooky. It very, very Halloween themed. I can do something similar here. But not like a full on, because it was just like, wow. Well, Harry's only going to be a lawyer for PD. He's not going to be a lawyer like I'm a lawyer, right? Because if he arrests someone, he can't then turn around and be their lawyer. So he's probably only going to be a lawyer for police officers. And there's a couple of officers trying to do that, by the way. There's a couple of officers trying to be lawyers as well. I don't have to worry about Harry becoming a judge because he'd have to give up his commissionership to be a judge. I need to get that last plushie, though. HTK said there's 31 plushies in the city. But once again, no one knows what the 30th one is, so I'm kind of figuring he's just kind of trying to sell the boxes. Because the city gets the money for that. They don't get the money for that like that. What it is it's taken out of the player's bank. So, you know, the money goes back into the economy. Yes, I could become a judge, hopefully. And that is the end goal. Long-term, I'm all about long-term goals. That's why I own the farm. That's why I became a farmer. I'm looking for stuff to do every day, not just stuff to do today. Like today is kind of like yesterday. Yesterday was just, I don't know. People were on, but no one was on. Oh. Hello.
Hey, I was making sure you're alive. I haven't heard from you.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm alive. I try to be.
All right. I know that feeling.
Yeah, what's up?
Nothing, I'm bored. There's no cops around, so there's not much I can do.
I know the feeling. There's no restaurants open. There's not much I can do.
I mean, I can open Rex's, but I really just wanted to sit there and twiddle my thumb.
Yeah, I know. No, Rex's got full up yesterday. It's like Yvette and Bob I need to talk with.
Yeah. Fuck of that.
Yeah, there's nothing to do. I get that.
Yeah, yeah, I just bought a new house yesterday. A warehouse.
Oh, they have a house up in Roxwood, one of the government houses. I thought about it, but I don't have the money right now to get it.
Actually, only $4,500 a day.
I know. It has a locked basement, though. I was able to go inside, but I can't get in the basement.
Would you like to be a key holder of my warehouse?
I mean, I could if you need an extra one, but if it's illegal stuff going on, then no.
I mean, theoretically, yes, but you wouldn't have keys to it, so you wouldn't know.
No, I can't be traced back to anything. There's all kind of stuff going on with lawyers and police at the moment.
Nah. So, have you talked to Murphy yet?
Yeah, but he needs to get back to me on it. But I'm on legal advice right now, so
Oh,
Hopefully, you know.
think I'll say honestly because I was in the cells when it went down. So I would say it was in good faith. You didn't meant to intentionally do it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. But its intent is what's in display here or on display, so I have to wait for his judgment. But I didn't get my card taken away, so there's a good news.
I
You
mean,
know, he could have
he
been
has
like,
to look into it.
yeah, and I don't even know if they reported it, to be honest. But I thought it'd be better to be truthful about
It's
it than
Harvey.
try to
Expect a
hide.
report.
Yeah, I know, but you know, it is. But I came forward with it. I was truthful. I admitted I
Yeah.
did it. You know, and that intent right there is that I'm trying to be upfront and honest.
Since you only got, or since it wasn't like an intent to actually do it, like it was just an accidental one, I would feel like maybe just a slap on the wrist and letter of, hey, don't do it again. Here's a strike. That's
Yeah,
it.
hopefully. But I gotta let you go. I'll call you back in
All
a little
right.
bit, okay?
All right. What you
Okay.
doing?
I gotta go.
All right. Bye.
Bye bye. Yes, Nick. Vinny was the 30th. We don't know what happened, why he wasn't in with all the other ones. But it's not Bush. It's not Bush. I know everybody said it's Bush, but no one. I've talked to Echo and Lester, and neither one of them can provide a proof that it exists. If you've seen it, then that's a different story. But Arya, and I myself have not seen Bush. We've seen Vinny. So Vinny, I need two Vinnies. Yeah, it's not Bush. Everybody keeps saying that. Saying it is not gonna make it true. But Bush, I doubt Bush is gonna be referenced again for a while. They went a little too zany with it at the end of 1.8, and a lot of people were not like, I'm not gonna say they weren't happy with it, but a lot of people just got tired of it. But everyone, I said in the description it was gonna be a short stream. I have a doctor's appointment in 45 minutes that I have to get my patient ready for. Let me go see who else is live, if anyone. Okay, I know who we're going to. Let me set that up. I wish there was there has to be an easier way to do this that I just don't know about yet. And what I'm forgetting is I'm adding the redirect, but I'm forgetting to save it. And then that's why sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. I made changes to it. Hi, Steven. You caught me as I'm leaving. I have appointments today I have to keep, so I'll probably be on as Sierra a little later. And Echo has all 30, Natalie has all 30, Lester has all 30. I haven't bought any since the other day when I bought some, and they weren't in yet. Like, no one still knew who it was. So eventually I'm going to get it. I just have to wait. But I have to go. I have appointments today. I thank you all for showing up. Like I said, I'm going to try to do it every day. I'm not doing no member-thon. I just trying to do it every day. But I appreciate y'all all for stopping, coming by, and I hope y'all have a good day.